Welcome to Emsworth, a small fishing village on the Sussex-Hants border. It was here the Roman road from Chichester to Winchester crossed the twin streams of the Ems and the Westbrook, that a small hamlet grew between them. The Ems flows into Peter's Pond, a haven for wildlife, and even today an area of Emsworth is still called the Hermitage, named after a colony of lepers who settled on the banks all those hundreds of years ago. From there, it flows under the road into Slipper Pond and thence into the harbour. A quarter of a mile upstream is Lumley Mill, where the grain was milled to make biscuits for the Navy at Portsmouth. Here, the Ems splits to join the Westbrook, that flows into the mill pond on the western side of the town. But the history of Emsworth really begins at Warblington. From 1066, the lords of the manor ruled the whole area, and because of this, Emsworth has had a rather turbulent religious background. The lovely little church of St. Thomas a Becket was the only one in the parish. The townsfolk of Emsworth either had to walk or drive across the fields. An inscribed marble tablet showing the rectors from 1200. Small, but with great appeal, it dates right back to Saxon times. And the pews that had to be purchased. There were no free seats for the poor. An unusual feature in the churchyard are the flint and stone guardhouses, built to prevent the very lucrative trade of body snatching. After the Black Death that decimated Warblington and Emsworth prospered, they decided to build their own church. Despite great opposition, St. Peter's Chapel was built on a disused shipyard, but still with no free seats for the poor. Eventually, it proved too small and has had a varied life of chapel, pigsty, town hall, cinema, and now a builder's warehouse. This is the Church of St. James, built to replace St. Peter's Chapel, north of the town, on the site of a disused brickyard. Once called the ugliest church in the county, it has been extended and now has its own special charm. Behind the high altar is Emsworth War Memorial, consisting of 3 carved and painted panels depicting 3 important events in the life of James, his brother John, with their mother. On either side, beneath guardian angels, are inscribed on oak tablets the names of those who did not return from 2 world wars. This side, the fallen of the Second World War, and here on the right, beneath the guardian angel, those who gave their lives in the 1418 war. The lovely pulpit in onyx and marble was a gift from the grandson and granddaughter of the Reverend Shepherd, a former rector and benefactor. The magnificent pine pews, entirely free so that at last all the poor could come to pray, each seat with its hand-embroidered hassock. But now, Warblington is just an echo on the sea breeze. The mill cottages no longer house the workers who milled the grain for those ship's biscuits. And the 40 or 50 fishing boats that gathered bushels of oysters from the seabed have sailed away to become memories of yesterday. But today, the sea is still here. The tides still ebb and flow. The swans still raise their young from year to year. And the people of Emsworth still go to church and occupy the free seats their forefathers worked so hard to obtain. Now it's time to say good night, as the setting sun casts its golden glow across the water. As I pause to reminisce, I realize the many things that time has not allowed me to say. Oh yes, there is a lot more in Emsworth than just seeing boats. One day I'll be back. Yes, definitely. I'll be back